Hi guys, today this video is a follow-on from the ASS amnesia video where we got to find out whether our ass was suffering from ASS amnesia and forgot to be an ass, and whether it was both sides or just one side. For me, you'll notice that it was the left side. So today when we're looking at a hip flexors, we're looking for what is overused, tight and weak. And so for me, because my left side was, my left glute was asleep, my left hip flexor is going to be overused, tight and weak. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to loosen those off, and we're going to use one spiky ball. We'll do that last. This is a great tool. It can loosen up muscles, wake up muscles. We can use it for stress response, hands and feet, reflexology, things like that. It's amazing, I love it, but I love our fingers the most because these are ours. So if they are in your hands, you can take them with you anywhere you go, and you can use them anytime you want to. Yeah, so let's get into the hip flexors. First off though, I'm going to let you know that when you do work with the body, it is up to you on how long you go and you work on the body. So I would say work on it for a long time, use your breath as much and as long as you can. But if we're limited in time, let's aim for about 3 to 5 breaths in each position that you go to. For the video, I'm not going to stay for long, try not to stay for long, because I don't want this video to be too long. But yeah, just bear in mind, take time with your body, get to know it and build a really good relationship. So fingertips, the pads of the fingers, what we're going to do to take from the belly button 2 centimeters out, we're going to press down. We're searching for tone. Tone is when the muscle is being used when it doesn't need to be used. So if we've got my leg is up, so it's on the floor, so I'm not using, this is when it's used. So you'd feel, do that now actually if you're in this position. Feel what happens under the fingers, and then when you relax it, see how much it relaxes off. Now if the psoas is still active while we're in a relaxed position, then she's under tone, or she's tight, she's overused, and she's freaking out, and she's doing too much. So we want to just say to her, hey, or him, hey, we don't need you to be on all the time. We actually need you to be relaxed when we need you relaxed. I only need you to be on when you need to be on. So we create awareness. We apply the tactile pressure here to get a tactile response. We get the brain. We go, brain, I want you to send breath to that area. So we're going to send a breath into that area. We expand it. As we expand it, we explore. We go in there and see what is going on in there that we need to take out. We grab it, we collect it, and we go, we breathe it out. Now, as I work down, I'm going to continue doing that. And what we're looking for as we expand under those fingers is we're looking for things that are creating tension. We can be thinking about what's my lifestyle choices that I am saying yes to or creating or just blindly following. That is creating tension. Now my hip flexor, I'm sitting way too much, I'm not doing enough exercise, probably not walking enough, all my glutes are not working, all these things, right? But also what's our emotions that are stuck in here through the hip flexors? What's causing me to close up and not be open in my foundation or in my base? What's uncertain around me? Why am I not feeling grounded? Maybe things like that. There's many books that you can read to have a look at the emotional side, metaphysics of it. And there's 1,000 different reasons why the hip flexor will be tight. So it's up to you to go into the body and figure that out and have a good relationship and conversation with your own body. Okay, so as I'm moving down the body, I'm applying that pressure and I'm using my breath to expand and explore, and then using my breath to release. Okay, so as I've gone through that, I can even go into the iliacus, which is around the hip bone. I can wrap my hand around there and use my fingers. Now if I feel like I need a little bit more response, I can apply pressure using the other hand as well. Okay, so I can do that down the psoas too, and I can do that here with the iliacus. And same thing, which is quite funny, I just did that, I pressed through here, I got a bit of a pain response. My first thing, I don't know if you saw it in the video, but I lifted. And so what happens is it goes I'm trying to run away from something. So I need to stop and relax and apply that pressure again. So it was like my hip flexor was going, oh, I don't see how it pulled in. It didn't push away, my ass didn't turn on. It pulled, so it came in. And so yeah, maybe for me, and I know that for me there is an emotion in here, in this area, it closes up. So I go in and I use my response here. I get my brain to take my breath into that area, open it up, expand. I search and I know what's in there, so I'm going to grab it, and then for now I'm going to breathe it out. So see how emotions can be stored in here as well. It's so multiplanar, multifaceted. It's so much more than just a muscle sitting down and being tight. There is a lot happening. Anyway, so I hope you got an idea on how to do that using your fingers, and we're going to use the ball now. So this is it's going to take the effort off you having to get the response, but I find that this is a lot more beautiful. You actually, I find, tap into emotion a lot more when you use your fingers. But not to say that it won't happen here. We go 2 centimeters out from the belly button and we lie on top of it, and then we relax. Now this is going to be a lot easier to get, a sensation on top in our psoas, which is on top of the ball. And each time we breathe in, we expand, explore, and then breathe out. We're actually probably going to feel like we're actually sinking a lot more to the floor. So that's a nice way of going, wow, I am relaxing because I feel like I'm sinking to the floor. Whereas the other way, it's like relaxing and I'm feeling my fingers are sinking in more to the psoas. So if we're here and we roll all the way down as well and we explore around there, if we're not feeling as much, we can actually use our leg. We can bend the knee, bring the heel towards the bum and come back down again, and we might actually start opening up through that hip flexor there, and and get a bit more of a response. That's if we need it, and if we don't, then that's fine. So those are a couple of ways of releasing the hip flexor. Now, what was it I wanted to share? Release with awareness. It's about bringing awareness. It's not about chasing pain. Now, I know there's quite a few of us, and I was that point at one time until I realized I wasn't doing myself any favors. We kind of chase the pain. There's a little bit of an addiction between pleasure and pain, and we're on that cusp, and we kind of tip more towards pain. What I say is go to the pain threshold of 6 to 8, 10 being excruciating, 0 meaning nothing. Now 6 to 8 really depends on you. If you get to a 6 and your body is kicking you and you're kicking it, you're kicking back, and it's a tug of war, then go to a 5. If it needs to get to an 8 to get to that position, go to a 7. Go to whatever number around that area that you get enough of a tactile response so that you can use your breath to get in there, expand, explore, and then release. And then you can physically feel the numbers going down towards a 0. That's what you're after. But if you're getting to an 8 and we're fighting, we're tug of warring with the body, and we're actually at war with it, it's not going to release at all. It's going to close up. So this is what I wanted to share, is that know what type of body you are. For me, I was fighting, we were playing tug of war, and I was never releasing. Once I realized that if I fight, the body's going to fight me back. So I have to come off and go, okay, you know what, I'm not going to fight with you. We're going to meet together, and I'm just going to push you out a little bit. And then we're going to talk, and we're going to release. Okay, we're going to have a good relationship. So I was able to release then. Some people can go higher in pain threshold and work through it through pain. Sometimes you actually need pain to release, to go, like we get that pain and we go, rah, and we just want to let everything out. That's my poor excuse of a roar, because I'm not that person. I'm not the roarer. I'm the one that goes, if I'm fighting, it's like going to go, I'm going to shut up shop, and I'm going to close up and clench. And that's me. So know what type of body you have, and you don't want tension because you're trying to release tension. But if you need to get to a certain point where you explode and you just release everything you've got, then go there. But it's completely up to you. It's a debatable subject. Prepare to have somebody to fight you on that one, and really just let them go. Let them believe what they want to believe. Anyways, because it's your body and it's your relationship that is the most important. And the other thing is, once you've released your hip flexor, you'll go around and you'll activate your glutes. You want to wake that up, and then you want to go and do some exercise like the glute bridges to make sure that the glutes are going to work and work and work, and not and the psoas is going to go, oh yay, the glutes are actually doing some work. So it's helping your body work into unison, and together we are better. And it's the same with our muscles. When they're working together, they're freaking amazing. Okay, so and when you work together with your body, that is even more amazing. So hopefully you've got an idea on what to do for at least two parts of that cross pattern syndrome that happens in the hips. So we've got the glutes and the hip flexors sorted a little bit, and then now we're going to look at the abs, the abdominals, and the lower back. So I will see you in those videos. Bye.